Trying to reap you and sow you. Never let go, wanna hold you. I'm trying to show you that I wanna know you. I wanna know you. Trying to reap you and sow you. Never let go, wanna hold you. I'm trying to show you. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I'm trying to show you. I know that I owe you. It's just like I told you. Never put nothing before you. Cause that's what I don't do. And though I'm below you, I'ma plant you and grow you. Deep inside of my mind like an undersigned. Keep me charged and charge my power line. You hate it, I faded, and know you the greatest. Your greatest debated, and that's why you hate it. Undoubtedly doubted, no doubt about it. You rerouted, you clouded, we shout about it. I wanna be closer, like Coach knows. So wanna know you when I'm sad about it. Like what do you like? What are you needing from me? Am I what you need me to be? What is the purpose? Is it word, thought, I heard that they keep on feeding to me? Am I on the right path with the right math that they keep on reading to me? What is your plan? Do you really understand? Can you hear me when I plan? I wanna know you.
I wanna know.
Trying to reap you and sow you.
Yeah.
Never let go, wanna hold you.
Never let go.
I'm trying to show you that I wanna know you.
I wanna know.
I wanna know you.
I wanna know. I wanna know.
Trying to reap you and sow you.
Reap and sow.
Never let go, wanna hold you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you. I wanna know you.
I keep you in my mind, you know you my slime. You deliver me time after time. Give me a pen and show me the dotted lines I sign to stay on the vine. I'm just trying to reap all your benefits. The way that you love me, we benefit. I'm trying to be part of your syndicate. And you know that my feelings are genuine. From my adrenaline rushing, signal Robitussin. You be bustin', flow no cussing. If I don't know you, that means I don't know nothing. I know something, and that something is I wanna know you better, know your letters. Know you like nobody ever knew you. Like what do you like? What do you need it from me? Am I what you need me to be? What is the purpose? Is it worth all the hurt that they keep on feeding to me? Am I on the right path with the right mask that they keep on reading to me? What is your plan? Do you really understand? Can you hear me when I'm praying?
I wanna know you.
Know you. Oh.
Trying to reap you and sow you.
Review and stuff. Review and
Never let
stuff.
go, wanna hold you.
I wanna know you. Yeah.
I'm trying to show you that I wanna know you.
I wanna know.
I wanna know you. Trying to reap you and sow you. Never let go, wanna hold you. I'm trying to show you. I wanna know you.
Oh, speaking of which, we're live.
Can you set it up better? So, hey, can we talk about how we have the worst producer of all time? That's where I want to start this. So wait. Well, first, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are at Shakertons and Prosper. Shout out to them for steady hosting us and being gracious hosts. But I want to talk about how much of a terrible producer we have. We're sitting here, chilling on the couch, just having a conversation. And then all of a sudden our producer decides, hey guys, we're live. When were you gonna say that? When were you gonna say that?
Give us a 10-second count.
Nothing.
Give us a warning.
Because he thinks that's funny. He thinks that's cool. And I don't know why. But whatever. All right, whatever. I don't even know what our topic is. Like, here's the thing. Because the problem is, I think y'all send it to me. I don't know. Set it up, Professor, because I have no idea where we're at right now. Because I knew we were supposed to talk about the Bears off season.
We're 3 days away from
Combine.
Right? And we're just a few weeks away from the start of free agency. You know,
and I'm not excited at all. Especially after the news today. I'm not excited.
What was it again? It was,
the news is we lost out on Trey Smith. They franchise tagged. Chiefs franchise tagged.
It was a shock because the Chiefs have now given big contracts to their center and their left. And it is an unprecedented situation to sit there and say, I'm going to pay my entire interior offensive line.
Okay.
Now, there is speculation that they're doing this as a caveat to try to force a trade to somebody. Because his options were wide. It was wide open. He was going to get paid. Someone was going to give him money. Right?
There's one.
If you recall, okay, so first of all, I want to take us back a few weeks and give some predictions.
I remember. Go ahead.
Okay. I predicted that Everett was going to be cap casualty, and he was. And remember, I also predicted our defensive end was also going to be a cap casualty.
Now remember, I didn't dispute it. I didn't like it, but I didn't dispute it. I understood, and I understood that it was going to happen. But I thought there was still some value with him. But if we did it,
Delaney Walker's
yes.
contract.
If we did it,
Very
so be it.
Yeah. Well, it's a new defensive coordinator, and they want to, he wants to put his stamp on the team a little bit.
And I think Chase Young is now. That was one of another prediction. Chase Young.
I predicted Chase Young.
Yeah.
He is on the Bears short list.
Yeah.
You know who else on the Bears short list? I'll be honest with you, I don't hate it. Khalil Mack on return to the Bears.
I love it. I saw that.
That would be interesting.
I love it, and I think it can make sense because what he's 33, and he's still good because look, he's coming off a double-digit sack season last season with the Chargers. He's played with Dennis Allen. He's played for Dennis Allen. He's played for Dennis Allen.
Correct.
I love that. Why not? Like because if you could get him on what $7 million deal, on a 1-year deal. I don't think that's and look,
you'll probably get paid a little more than that, but still, the point is you don't have to pay him like a 3, 4, 5 year contract.
Exactly.
You know, and that was one of the issues with some of the other options.
Yeah, I love the Khalil Mack.
And plus,
I was a 52 fan.
Well, I still have my Khalil Mack jersey.
Exactly, I know.
I'm like, hey, I could use it again. All right. So I'm all for that, right?
I love it. Hey, wait,
we're already paying 1 defensive premium money. You can't really pay 2, right? You gotta temper it on one side, right? That's kind of the way.
I don't believe that because I watched Indianapolis do it for a long time. Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney for years. They paid both of them for years.
But to do that, they had to go cheap in another position.
Okay, but they had the pass rush. Like, look, here's the thing: if you have the pass rush,
Everything else
because if that quarterback doesn't have time, the safety quarterbacks don't have to cover long. That works. You can do that.
No,
you can do that.
completely agree. And like I said, when I read that rumor,
What was it? Remember when Jim Harbaugh was coaching San Fran? Who was their defensive end? They had a monster two-way. Alden Smith and I'm sorry, I'm going a little bit far back. But they had Alden Smith and there was another one on the side of him because Alden Smith wasn't the only one there. I can't remember right now. But what I'm saying is that can work. You have the scheme, and I think Dennis Allen's scheme. If you go front heavy, so defensive line heavy, I think it's going to fall in place. Because here's the thing: Tyreek Stevens, Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, they can catch it on the back end. They can, and so. But we need the pressure on the front. We need the pressure on because we can't let them covering for 6 seconds. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Let's take a step back and talk about the Trey Smith franchise.
Yeah.
First of all, it was a big surprise.
It hurts.
Now, one thing I will say, I saw an article the other day about current rumors on the Bears' offensive line. And there were Bears insiders that were saying the primary target for them was not necessarily Trey Smith. It was Dalvin, the center I was telling you about.
From Atlanta.
There are many factors to this. But if you recall, one of my predictions were, I actually did think Trey Smith was not going to be a Bear. For a couple of reasons. Because I guess when it's obvious they want to chase a big ticket defense. At this point, it's obvious they're going to get at least one interior offensive line pays money. And they're probably, in my opinion, they're going to chase two. So the two that make the most sense is Dalvin and Ziegler. Now, you didn't like the Ziegler idea because he's on the wrong side of 35. And that's not an unfair statement. But I think it would have been foolish to sit there and think we're going to outspend 4 others that have more cap space than us for both premium offenses. There is but now that Smith has been the franchise, and I haven't seen anything in the social media or anything talking about this concept, right? But I have heard that your primary reason for doing it is to trade. Now you're not going to get a first. You're not going to get a first round pick for an offensive guard. Even one at 26 years old with 3 Pro Bowlers, 3 Pro Bowl appearances on his resume. However, what can be possible, and the one thing the Bears do have that some of the other teams don't possess is an extra second round pick. So let me ask you this. Let's say the Bears check the box that I think they're gonna run out and get down. Because they see that they had the worst center performance all year. They see the centers available in the draft, and it's a very poor draft at the center position. And Dalvin's actually graded out as the 4th best center in the NFL. As is. Okay. And he's also 26 years old. Okay. But let me throw this at you. One of getting franchise tag. First of all, getting franchise tag for any NFL players is just a big stab in the back, right? Of course. Because
there's resentment. There's resentment.
And it creates ultimate resentment, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I sit there and I say, the Bears already have history with baseball. Especially with the administration.
Well, the GM, but not the Bears. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
They have available cap space. They do have available cap space to sign both, right? They just couldn't afford to deal with a wide open situation on both.
Yeah.
But now that it's closed for trade, the likelihood of getting Smith and Dalvin on the team has increased.
If we're willing to give up that second round.
At least one of those second round picks.
And I think we should. I think we should.
It is an interesting idea.
I think we should. I think we should. Because here's the thing. Like I've been paying attention very closely to Ryan Propose's interviews during the combine, and I'm listening to him understanding what's necessary, right? Yeah. And at the end of the day, here's the thing. I'm a little upset that he's not as aggressive, even Tevin Jenkins. I know the injuries. Oh, no. I know the injuries, but Tevin Jenkins healthy is still better than any other guard out there, right? And so all I'm saying is, look, give Tevin Jenkins another year, right? Like try to bring him on. Even if you pay him $7 million for a 1-year prove it, I think he takes that. I think he takes it, and then you have Trey Smith trade into the second round, maybe do a third with it, and then you'll probably get him, and then you'll have to pay him, and then you get
Dalvin,
thank you, and you get him in the second. Braxton Jones can be serviceable. You don't have to like overspend to fix that because that interior is so stacked, and then you still have Darnell, right? That works. I think that works. And so
you get Trey Smith and Dalvin, and you put them in as is. That offensive line is like dramatically.
And then
so a couple of points. I hear you on the Jenkins thing. It's not at least have a conversation with the guy. The worst idea in the world. One thing.
Who's really going after Kevin?
Look, he's going to get signed by somebody, 100%. Right? because he's the second, he's like the third or fourth best available guard. Someone's going to miss out on Trey Smith. It's just numbers, right? Heck, it's not even impossible. Like Kansas City figures it out. Like, I doubt it, but it's not impossible. The rumors are that they want to try. You know, because like, that's their bread and butter. Their superior offensive line. Right? Not that it.
Like I say, I was got his ass beat.
I'm just saying, when I saw that today, and I also read the report the other day that Dahlman was now the primary target of the Bears. I can see a scenario where they go after Dahlman Park, right? Make him the only multi-year contract offer that they sign, right? Because there's also a question about how many multi-year contracts they want to sign in the local market. It affects the compensatory picks going forward, right? Well, I'll tell you why I can get around it though. If part of it is picking up Trey Smith and trades,
Yeah.
then that if they trade for him,
What if they don't? Do these moves matter?
well, look,
Like, did these supplemental moves matter?
I predicted Trey Smith was not going to be I did. Now, what I'm trying to give you is a devil's advocate that, you know, if they sign, listen, I think Dahlman is the key domino of all this. I really do. Right? Because, look, you know who's the second best center in the league? Ragnow, the center that
34 years old, right?
No, Ragnow is 28, 29. He plays for Detroit.
I know what you're talking about, but he's above 30.
Regardless.
Okay.
And we're talking about PFF grades. And
Okay, all right.
And that's what he was used to. So I imagine that has to be the priority for the Bears offensive line. Fix that center position, where they've spent the least amount of money the last few years. You know, they've been piecemealing it together, hoping someone can figure it out. It hasn't worked. If you look at the, by the way, if you look at the overall PFF grade of the Bears, it actually grades out a little better than Phillies. And they grade out overall as the 17th best offensive line. And even though, well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Black has been a black ball all year, and that's where the majority of the pressure comes.
So you know where my problem is. Here's where my problem is. I don't mind investing in the line. What I don't want, because you're not able to actually track how your season's going to go if you invest in the line in the draft, right? And so, like, while it's best built to the draft, like I understand where Ryan Poles is going.
Yeah.
And like in the thought process, like drafting for like Darnell Wright and shit like that, like I understand that concept. The problem is you're literally giving this season a wash. So here, listen. So what I'm saying is, quarterbacks, offensive linemen, and like cornerbacks. The transition from college to NFL is drastically different than a lot of other positions. Like running back, you can transition. Defensive end, defensive lineman, you can transition and linebacker even. But like those other positions, it's very difficult. So when you're telling me, I watched an interview of Ben Thompson when he said what his plans are for Caleb Williams. You know what he said? He said he's going to break down Caleb Williams all the way back down to his core and rebuild him back up. That tells me that his rookie season was a complete wash, because everything you learned in his rookie season, you're about to now kill that. Because and here's my problem with that: when you have a rookie lineman, there's so many things that you have to adjust to that you're not going to be productive. So what I would want you to do, get a veteran, a good veteran. You can still draft. Let them learn behind them, and then go from there. Like, right, we drafted that kid in the 4th round. Not Kilimanjaro. What is this? But you know who I'm talking about.
Killian from Yale.
Yes.
I
We
cannot recall.
we drafted him.
Yeah.
Let him continue. But we need a veteran. Like, put the veterans out on the front to protect our rookie. Because here's the thing, if you're gonna break him down and rebuild him, okay, so he's another rookie again.
Sure.
Wait. You know the funny thing is, I wanna rewind all the way take back. What did I say? When you get rid of Justin and you restart the clock, what are you doing? You're restarting everything. You're not just restarting the financial clock. You're restarting everything. He has to get used to the NFL. He has to get used to the system. And now, where are we at? We drafted Caleb Williams. His last year is now a wash. His last year is nothing because Ben Johnson is not going to take anything he's going to did from last year and use it for this year.
Sure.
And so here, that was my problem. Like, look, everybody was like, "Oh, you're just a Justin fan." No, it wasn't about being a Justin fan. It was about realize what you're doing by getting rid of Justin.
Let me ask you a question. There is a conspiracy theory rolling around in House Hall. Ryan Poles wanted Ben Johnson so bad. When Ben Johnson said he didn't want to coach, he wanted to run it back to Detroit one more time. That was one of the reasons he happened. I'm just saying that rumor. Let me ask you this: if that's true, you hate that, or do you think that was idiotic?
I find that hard to believe because there was a lot of talk. Wait, no, hold on. There was a lot of talk inside Hallis Hall to move on from Matt Eberflus last year.
Yeah.
And so, and actually, Ben Johnson was in the entire rotation for head coach. So if he wanted to be the head coach of Chicago,
He turned down.
he didn't turn down Chicago. He turned down a lot of other. He didn't turn down Chicago because we didn't fire Matt Eberflus. So if we're saying if that's the conspiracy, then that's more indictment on Poles because if you fire Eberflus, then Ben Johnson is available because he wanted Caleb Williams. He knew you were drafting Caleb Williams, and so he wanted him. So the fact that didn't happen, it was because you kept Eberflus, and then we knew keeping Eberflus was a failure because he was the only coach in Bears history to get fired this season.
Yeah.
There's not been an entire. There's not been Bears been around for over 100 years. And there's not been a single head coach that's ever been fired this season until Matt Eberflus. So that tells me this was an epic failure. You fired the OC this season, and then 4 weeks later, you fire the head coach. This tells me this was a blunder. And so for you to, like that's fine. Like, if Ben Johnson, whatever. Ben Johnson wanted to leave Detroit last year. But he already said it. He didn't see a job he wanted. But he already said he wanted the Chicago job because what? Because of Caleb Williams. And so like, look.
That's not unreasonable.
No. And look, I'm not. But here's the thing: who's the indictment on? Poles for not firing Eberflus, even though you fired him mid-season.
Look,
For not calling a timeout.
100% agree with you. It was a blunder. But you got to move past it now. I mean,
Well, no, I know. We're talking about like decisions made. Like, right? You said Ben Johnson held out. He didn't hold out. He didn't have the opportunity that he wanted. I'm telling you, he wanted the Chicago job when we had the opportunity to draft Caleb. He knew we were drafting Caleb. Everybody knew. As soon as we traded Justin,
He didn't even take the meeting with Jacksonville.
Exactly. So wait, but everybody knew as soon as we traded Justin, we're going with Caleb. And that's when Ben Johnson said he wanted the job. But what did we do? We didn't fire Eberflus. So cool. We keep him. we have to go with him. But if we fire Eberflus at that time, I will literally bet my entire salary, that Ben Johnson takes this job. I promise you, because that's all he cared about. He is in love with Caleb, which I'm good because that still breaks the mold of what we're used to. Because the trend that we've had was, hey, we draft this quarterback and then we hire a coach. They don't like him because that's not who they drafted, so they move on. And then it's a continuous cycle. But here's the thing: we had a coach that was in love with who we drafted, and he wanted him. But so now we have to start over. So here's the other thing. Here's my other problem. We wasted a year, right? So now we got 2 more years with him before we figure out if we're gonna give him his 5th-year option. Well, no, 2, because 2 more years before we decide on this division. We decide on the 5th-year option. So now
he's a starting quarterback. He's gonna get the job.
Justin didn't. That's not doesn't mean anything.
Listen, Justin got benched.
Oh, by the way, wait, no, don't use Pittsburgh because in Justin's last year in Chicago, he had his best statistical season in Chicago. So don't give me that.
Can I switch you real quick?
Please switch me somewhere. I don't because I feel like I'm making up something.
Betting favorite right now, besides Justin Fields is.
No.
The Jets.
I believe. But here's the thing. Wait, hold on. But that doesn't dispute what I'm saying. When we were debating on Justin, he literally had, because that's when we gave him DJ Moore. That's when we gave him weapons, right? When we were debating on Justin Fields, he had his statistically best season he's ever had as a Bears QB, throwing and running. And we still traded because we wanted to reset the clock. Cool. Okay. Now we're rebuilding a new quarterback. And we're hoping that he turns out to what we want him to be. But my point is, Justin was not playing bad. He wasn't. Hold on. All right. Wait. Can we just recap? And I know I'm beating the dead horse because he's gone. It is what it is. But I just want to put this out there. So Justin, his first year, had Matt Nagy, who we've already determined, because even people in Kansas City, when we sent him back as an OC, they said Matt Nagy is a horrible coach. So we gave Justin Fields to Matt Nagy, and he couldn't figure him out. Okay. Then we fire Matt Nagy, and then we bring Matt Eberflus, who, in hindsight, we have found doesn't know how to coach. So we put him in the hands of him. All right. The first year that Matt Eberflus had him, what did we do? We traded all our best players. We traded Khalil Mack. We traded Roquan Smith. We traded every big piece that he could have been successful with. So because we knew we were going to tank that season, and we did. We got the first round pick, or first overall pick, and then we traded that away. And then what? We gave him DJ Moore. We gave him all these weapons. We gave him a decent line. And then what did he do? He made DJ Moore his best statistical season as a wide receiver. And then we said, never mind, that's not good enough. What? Wait, why do you mean? What do you mean it's not good enough? Okay, we're going to get this generational talent. We're going to start over. Okay, let's get this generational talent. Why do we lose less games? I'm sorry, why do we lose more games than what we lost with the person that y'all said was worse? And what I thought was we had to start over. Wait, and you gave the new guy more weapons than you gave the veteran.
Yeah.
Because Justin Fields, you only gave him DJ Moore, which you gave the rookie. You gave him Rome, you gave him DJ, and you gave him Keenan Allen. And wait, and with DeAndre Swift, you gave him all that, and he couldn't even win more games than Justin Fields, who you said was worse than this generational talent. I'm sorry. I know I'm beating. I promise you, guys. I'm looking at the camera. I know I'm beating a dead horse. I know I am, and I apologize. I really am. But this is the type of decision making that is upsetting me, because it's like, this is what y'all sold me on. Y'all sold me on this. That you said this guy was the truth. And now that you got him in, okay, cool. You're saying he's the general. And look, I've seen him play. I like the throws. He's talented. Like, look, I'm not going to knock that. But now that he knows, what he's got to do? He has to tear him down and rebuild him from the ground up. Oh, so now we're going to have another wash year of this because you have to retrain him? That's what we have to retrain him. Because you have to break him down from all the bad habits he learned in his rookie season, and now you have to retrain him? Come on, now we just lost 2 more years?
We don't. First of all, we don't know. Look, if you calculate the moment where the Lions started making their comeback is when they traded Stafford for Goff and a draft. Okay. Now at the time, Goff was maybe slightly more well regarded than Fields was generally in the NFL. Flawed player, never won a championship with them, all the above. And Johnson had to retrain Goff. And he turned him into a Pro Bowl.
A year later.
Well, a year later. No, player at the time. It wasn't like he was a 10-year veteran.
But that's what I'm saying. We're restarting the clock every single year. And that's what's upsetting.
Yeah.
Is because like we're constantly restarting the clock. So cool. That's because here's the thing. I'm not knocking what I see from Caleb Williams. I think there's a lot of talent there.
Caleb Williams had statistically the fourth or fifth best rookie QB season.
Facts. I'm not disputing that.
If you ignore actual record, right?
Yeah.
Now, Daniels had the best.
Better season.
CJ Stroud had the number 2, and those guys are very recent examples. But you're in the conversation.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is, like, look, if we look at Justin Fields last season with the Bears, and then what we transitioned to, it was a step back. And that's what and look, if you go back to our first podcast, what did I say? This was going to be a step back. Like, regardless of how you spin it, it was going to be a step back. Now, if Ben Johnson is that guy that we think he is, this should be a massive improvement. But I still don't feel that we're like competing for like a true championship.
Well, yeah.
And that's what my irritation is, because it's like Justin, with the talent that he has, we really we put ourselves behind the eight ball so much because he has the talent to do whatever we wanted to do. You had a 6'3", 235-pound quarterback that can run a 4.3 40 with a cannon for an arm, and you said, I can't do anything with him. So I'm going to reset the clock, and I'm going to go get another quarterback who shorter, smaller, slower, and probably has a little bit more talent than they are. I'm not going to take it back. He has more talent, but I still have to work within his skill set. I have to create them. And so, what did I say in the beginning? What did I say in our first podcast when that happened? I was like, all right, it's going to be a restart no matter what. And he was like, oh, he's generational talent. We should be able to improve.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll see it. We'll see. And then what did we see? We saw a regression. This is my problem. Like, look, there was results. Let's not play.
When Poles gutted that team, it was, I mean, you can make a really strong argument that there's no QB who's got the shorter end of the stick than Justin Fields has in the last 4 years. I mean, this was a high first round draft pick QB who was on the podium for the Heisman when he was in college. And the support he got was nil. Right? He started with a lame duck coach. The coach went the other. They started with another coach, and they gutted the team. The second he was even had a particular chance. I hear you on the what ifs, right? And I'll be honest with you. I actually do. That's my hot take for the game. Sour cream is absolutely this is absolutely most successful game. This is somebody who just started eating ranch like 5 years ago. But I don't. I've never. Well, this is American. They have guacamole. Yeah. Not a big deal. We're having a good time. Are you? It's chilly.
It is chilly. I wish the sun was back out. I would feel like
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Were the wings?
Oh, the wings were delicious. Absolutely delicious. But the food at Shaker Foods is always good. Sour cream.
I'll give you put in paper and everything.
I'll do better.
And then pay for everything. That's what you said.
I need to do better. Anyways, all right. Can you run back where we at?
Come on, Justin Fields.
Oh, it was on me.
Well, I was on you for that.
All right. I'll close it out. I'll close it out. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
no.
people want to know.
Yeah, no, all right.
I'll transition away.
You want to, or you want me to?
Well,
Finish it, or you?
let me know when you're
Finish it. Yeah, we're ready.
So look, I hear you on Justin Fields. I even told you back then. It was probably our first podcast. I would not have been mad. And voted up positions.
Yeah. It should have been a more serious discussion than it really was.
Agree.
Because
I
remember the time with the very rock bottom price they got for Justin Fields, it was not a serious conversation.
Of course.
Everybody knew
Same thing as Luke.
Yeah. Well, that's a completely different conversation, right?
We just had the revenge game, right?
All right. Oh,
One of
he
the-
went off.
One of the
Triple
best,
double?
One of the best statistical games he's ever had in his
Triple
his-
double.
Triple
double,
double.
baby.
You know this, right? The actual estimate is about $125 million.
That they lost.
That's right.
Because he can't get the max deal anymore.
It's not even just that. Now he's got to pay LA taxes. Okay.
Horrible.
So he got bit on both ends of that deal. You know, and for someone to do that
After so much success, so young in his career, being so adored and loved in his community.
But you know why? We know why, though. We know why.
Well,
don't do that.
We know.
there's
we
no
know why.
conspiracy.
No, we know the truth.
I've always believed.
Hey, we know my belief. My belief is they didn't want to pay him $325 million. They didn't want to pay anybody $325 million.
They're devaluing the team. They're devaluing the team because they're holding them hostage. Like, we know the truth. Like, look, I don't care. I'll do the conspiracy theory, and I'll do this. Look, they're devaluing the team to hold them hostage because either A, they're going to move them to Vegas, or they're going to build a casino out here in Dallas. Like, that's it. There's no in between. Because here's the thing. There's no reason you trade a superstar player for pennies unless the conspiracy theory is true. Like, it's not about you don't want to pay them. Every franchise will pay their franchise player. Hey, look, we've never seen it not happen. Like, let's just be honest. Minnesota Timberwolves, they paid KG. Like Chicago, we paid Jimmy Butler. like and Derrick Rose
And Zach.
and Zach. We paid them. San Antonio paid Tim Duncan. Like everybody will pay their franchise player. You're telling me Dallas, of all of a sudden, is going to trade literally the player that got you to the finals the year prior? You're not going to pay him and you're going to trade him for nothing?
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I'm believing the conspiracy theory. I'm believing the conspiracy. The new owners of the Dallas Mavericks want a casino in Dallas, and if they can't get it, they're going to devalue this team so much that they can move it to Vegas. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Now the other question is though, will Dallas or the state of Texas pass the amendment to where we can have destination resorts and all that?
Now that's that. I think they're going to give into it because I think money overrides ego. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to give up a franchise team in your city. You're not going to. Like, the Mavericks bring in a lot of revenue. And if you're saying that you're going to lose this, because here's the thing.
It's a statewide issue.
But I get what you're saying. But like the Mavericks bring in a lot. You're talking about $1 billion revenue team. So they're not going to give up that revenue because of this.
Well,
They're gonna give in.
Here's the thing. There have been a lot of franchises from large cities that have made these kind of threats.
Show me the last.
It's never worked.
Can you show me the last scenario?
Teams that have moved, you know, they're not usually from one of the 5 largest metropolitan areas.
Can you show me the last scenario where a major metropolitan franchise moved?
The last move, I believe, was from Oakland to Vegas. I believe
that doesn't. Here's why I don't think that counts. Because you already had 3 teams in there. You already had, because here's the market it did not quantify for 3 teams. So you're talking about Chargers, Rams, and Raiders. They can't hold 3 teams. So for you as a Raiders to go to Vegas, that makes sense because the market can't hold that. So I don't think that's not apples to oranges. Dallas has nobody else they're competing with for the basketball franchise. So what are we saying? That's what I'm talking about. So if you cripple this team, what are you falling back on? LA had the Rams to fall back on. They had the Chargers probably had them, but you still had the Chargers to fall back on. You lose the Raiders, so what? Move on. Who cares? Who cares? Like who cares? Like
oh. There are other political factors that play with LA, but I don't know.
I'm just thinking about it. If Dallas loses the Mavericks as a basketball team, what else do they got? Because I mean, the Cowboys. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Well,
the Rangers aren't a revenue generator. They're not. Not more than a Mavericks for Dallas. For the city of Dallas, the Rangers are not a revenue generator. So I want y'all to actually look past the fan base. All right, look at the city revenue. Right. So the city revenue for the Rangers is a mix between Fort and Dallas, right? Because it's the DFW, right? Same thing with the Cowboys. That's a mixed revenue. Now it's a big revenue, but when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, that's a pure revenue generator for Dallas, right? Like because you're talking about AT&T within downtown Dallas. Check that out. You're talking about if you talk about like percentage of like minus loss like percentage, you're still talking about a $3 billion loss in revenue for your city. And so all I'm saying is that is a big hit, and I think that's where they cave because Dallas can't bank on the Cowboys. Because the funny thing is, what does Jerry want? Jerry wants the casino. He's been pushing for this for the last decade. he was a casino in the DFW area. So he's not on the side of this. He's not going to back you. So what as you as a city, if you're the government council, let's say that right, council. If you're the government council and you're trying to get your constituents behind you,
Yeah.
you don't have your football base, which is really going to be your driving factor. And if you devalue the basketball, i.e., trading your franchise player, then you lose that. So they're literally handcuffing the Dallas County government to either say, change this stupid law,
Sure.
or you lose $1 billion revenue generated.
Yeah.
And they'll take it to Oakland. I'm sorry, they'll take it to Vegas just like Oakland did. They'll take it to them. They don't care. And they'll rebuild it out there. They really don't care. Same thing with Oakland's doing. Look, you brought in Tom Brady. They're trying to rebuild it now. They don't care because they feel that they can do it. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I get Dallas Mavericks fans are mad about the Luka, but when you look at the big picture, look what they're trying to do. This is what y'all did. Y'all didn't want a casino out here. Y'all wanted to be the Bible state. Y'all wanted to do all this. Okay. Be the conservatives. You don't want gambling out here. Cool. Fine. But understand the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. So, cool. This is your only team that's a in-city revenue generator. This is your only team. Because everything else, everything that you...
Stars.
Huh?
The hockey team as well.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. The stars. You're right. But barely $1 billion revenue.
No.
Barely.
I completely I agree with you on the conceptualization.
You're right. I forgot about the stars. I'm sorry.
No.
Just like I was in Chicago, boys and girls, I forgot about the Blackhawks. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry.
Most people forgot about them back in the 90s, right? I felt bad for
But
those
look,
guys.
the Blackhawks won a dynasty, and I forgot about them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Those early 2000 Blackhawks teams were pretty damn good.
I believe it.
They had 3 championships in 10 years. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Most cities would take that.
Patrick Kane, and Jonathan Tays, they wrote.
Most franchises take that in a heartbeat.
I forgot about them. I forgot them.
It's been 15 years, right?
Yeah. Go ahead, talk to me. Tell me.
But I don't. Again, politics is a dirty business. Right?
Of course it is.
And, that ownership group bought the franchise with the intention of building a casino.
Yes.
And the
100%.
thing is, once you got a couple B's next to your net worth, your opinion means a little bit more than most. I know that sounds crass, but it's the way the world works.
It's the fact.
And they're saying, you know what? You don't get to say no to me. We paid $3 billion for this thing because we want to build a casino. If you want to, and I one of the things when first came out a couple months ago, I said, first of all, I think GM Nico. Aside from the fact he's my namesake. He's being a little unfairly involved because I'm telling you, ownership told him to do this.
Of course.
He told him.
He didn't want to. Nobody wanted to doing certain
and the way all the evidence you need, like, buddy from LA, it's like, hey, can you do this for Lucas? Like, yeah, that sounds great. Right? I gotta get my ownership to give it a blessing, and they're like, and the ownership's like, are you kidding? Sure. And again, those kind of decisions don't get made without ownership's blessing. And I promise you, they tapped him on the shoulders, like, you want to keep your job next year? You better do what I told you, even if you think it's wrong.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what's happening.
And the thing is, like, he's almost a tragic figure because everyone's mad at him. He's memes and all this stuff, and I'm telling you right now,
he's a company man.
He's a company man. He's just.
I know that feeling.
He's following orders, right?
Yes. There's nothing he can't do.
Yes, we get mad at the guards of the Nazi Party, but at the end of the day, it wasn't Hitler. There's degrees of problems here. I guess he could have said no, but then he
There's
kiss
no way.
his
He's out of his
high
job.
six-figure salary.
He's out of
to
his
do it,
job.
right?
No,
And
so
I
he
promise you, the same people who are cursing him, they wouldn't have been saying save his job. I promise.
no.
Right?
If they
So
were in the same position and offered the same thing, they're doing the same
they're doing
decision.
the exact same
And,
decision.
and it
It's
sucks
the
because
pragmatic.
even when I watched those interviews when it happened, I was like, "Oh, you
They look like
didn't want to do this."
when Nico and Jason Kidd were sitting there.
At the
They
conference,
looked
they didn't want to
they
do
were
it.
hostages.
They didn't want to do it. Like even Jason Kidd, because
They
I
looked
was
like they were hostages.
like they kept pointing at Jason Kidd like he was mad at the GM, and I was like, bro, like he could be mad at the GM, but the GM didn't even want to do this. Like I promise you, like
they look like those guys who were reading a list of demands after being kidnapped.
I feel like
in the
we've been
Middle
talking
East.
a lot. Producer, how much do we have time? Like I feel like we've been all like,
We got
we do
all
have
those-
time. Okay, good. I just want to
let's-
make sure.
Let's
Real quick,
throw one thing. Gene Hackman.
Well, hold on, before Gene, I'll throw this out there. Irving just approved by 8-1 vote, putting an arena that would lure the Mavericks to Irving
Oh, really?
away from Dallas.
I believe it.
I mean,
That just got approved.
Wait. But you realize why? Like that again. I said they're devaluing, trying. They're
At the
trying.
end of the day, they want a casino, so that's meaningless.
Right to make a casino, which I don't think that's true.
That's
That's
the
the
conversation.
Listen, they paid $3 billion
for
73% share of the
Yeah.
Mavericks.
Yeah.
They did that so they could build a casino out there and connect it to the Dallas Mavericks franchise. That was their goal. That's in the business plan. And the thing is, again, you got a couple B. When you got a B next to your net worth, you're gonna need a lot of sledgehammers to make them say, "Oh, okay. Well, what are you gonna do? A couple $1 billion, let's throw it in the trash. We'll still make money." Right?
That's
No, you have to understand. When you're at that major corporate level, if you estimate the way they look at their books, if they project 100 billion in revenue and they made 90 billion, they don't say, "Oh, I made 90 billion. That's good." Oh my God, I lost
did we
10
lose?
billion.
Yeah, why
Why
did
did
we
we
lose
lose 10 billion?
Yeah.
What a disaster. That's how they look at it.
Yeah.
Right? So I assure you, in those rooms, they say this is a disaster. What's going on? This is a catastrophe. Right? And again, I only put a slight turn on what you're talking about with Luca. I think it's less about devaluing and more about, well, we're right now on a path on that, not meeting our expectations for our original business plan. No way we're going to pay anybody $350 million. Right? So
I mean, you weren't paying anybody else.
yeah.
So no, that's why I disagree with that, because you weren't paying anybody else. If you were going to pay somebody the max, you had the money to pay it to him, because you weren't paying it to anybody else. Look, name Tyree, he wasn't getting paid the max, so you had the money to pay him. So
no doubt.
that's all. I'm sorry, not Tyree.
Kyrie Irving, yeah.
Kyrie Irving.
But right now, there is no doubt that this was not a basketball decision. Right? That much is clear.
You think it was a basketball decision?
It was not a basketball.
Oh
decision.
yes, yeah, I agree with you. It was not a basketball
It was not a
decision.
basketball decision. That
Okay.
much is so
All right,
clear.
no, we're agreeing. We argue a lot, but I feel like that.
We're the same.
I think so.
role
We're in the
of-
same ballpark there. For this situation, I feel like we're seeing it. We may have some like different alignment, but I think we're on the same wavelength here. Like we both think this is bullshit. we both think this
absolute bullshit.
this is
Absolute
like
bullshit.
it is what it is. Like
know.
this whole situation is
And
straight
it's
bullshit.
funny. Right now, the number. Well, they're right now the number 3 seed. They got a really good chance of the number 2 seed. The Lakers. They have a legit shot to make the finals.
Surprise!
You know?
Like
And imagine true Mavericks fan seeing Luka back in the finals wearing a gold jersey instead of their white.
Imagine him
would
seeing
be
in a
fucking
gold
pissed.
jersey and putting a triple double on them. How about that? Like the last night, what are we talking about? He put a triple double on them. Like they couldn't guard him.
I'm going to tell you something right now. That one cost me $135 million. I'd throw a little extra effort at that game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Triple
I'd
double.
be-
Do you
I'd be like-
realize how difficult it is to make a triple double? Like you realize that?
especially on a team with LeBron who needs the
Jesus
ball all the time.
Christ.
He
He
was
put a
absolutely
triple double.
remarkable. But,
Bro,
he was
he's
an
Lithuanian, right? He's Lithuanian, right? What is he? What is he?
He is
I feel like he's Lithuanian.
no,
What is he?
no. He is
I don't know. That European put a triple double on him. Jesus Christ.
he's from the Yugoslavian states. I forgot which one.
I mean-
think maybe Montenegro. I could be wrong.
Montenegro. What?
He's not from Serbia. He's not from Croatia. He's one of the other ones.
I
honestly
thought he
don't
was
know.
Lithuanian.
No.
Okay. I don't. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Joker is
I don't care.
Serbian. It's from the country right next to.
You
Serbia.
know better than I do. I don't know these. I don't need these extra.
Lithuania is nowhere near the
Bro,
Central Europe.
I-
Slovenia.
Who has heard of that? Never mind. All right. I'm sorry. All right.
They're Gene Hackman.
Is he from there? Oh, that's bad.
No,
That's
no.
bad.
I wonder where is he from. That's a
Oh
good
my
question,
god. He
but-
just said it. That's crazy. All right.
but
I'm
man,
done.
He was what a great character actor he was. So many great.
No,
movies.
we're not going back to that. We're not going back to that. Oh, are we going back to Gene Hackman? All right, never mind. We are going back to
You
that.
said Gene Hackman.
Hey, look, Enemy of the State, greatest movie of all time. Well, for him,
Well, obviously French Connection, classic movie.
Enemy of the State was fantastic. And look, the only thing that like I actually mess with
There's-
Will Smith because Will Smith has not made great movies.
You know,
They've shoved
we were
his
talking
they've
earlier.
they've shoved him down our throat. They've shoved him down our throat a lot, but Enemy of the State is the only
By
enemy
the way,
like
I
Will
am in
Smith.
absolute shock that Crimson Tide was something I had. You just didn't register.
No, I didn't.
I thought
I'm
you
not gonna lie.
Denzel purist.
No, I am. Usually I am because like, look, I'll pull a lot of
I'm
Denzel.
telling you, he
I'll
was
pull a lot of
amazing in that
obscure.
movie.
I'll pull a lot of obscure Denzel films out of my ass. But Crimson Tide, like, no, that wasn't a thing. Like, look, one of my favorite films of all time is Glory,
Sure,
and that was like one of his breakout. Like
That
that
he won the
was
Oscar.
exactly as a supporting. Like
Supporting.
it wasn't even. He didn't win an Oscar as it was
He was supporting actor.
and like Matthew Broderick was actually the lead there.
Correct. Yes.
And so, like,
I don't remember if he was nominated or not, but
I have to look back at it. I think he
Yeah.
was actually though. But I mean, look, like that. So I love Denzel, but yeah, no,
no, it was. And I remember that one specifically because they had great chemistry in that role. I want to say they
which
were
one, Glory or Crimson Tide?
Tide.
Yeah, Gene Hackman. So here's the thing: my Gene Hackman like top echelon is Superman, Lex Luthor. He was he was great. And then Enemy of the State, I thought he was really good. And then I think there was another one.
Quick and the Dead was a movie I particularly liked. Crimson Tide. I mean,
Yeah.
he was amazing in that. movie.
Now I need to go see Crimson Tide. Like I just.
I mean, again, it's Denzel, so I like I said, I was
No.
in shock, you know.
Here's the thing. I love Denzel. Like I really do love Denzel.
And,
Like,
like I said, there was one scene in particular, and I don't want to
Give away too much of the
But
plot. But
basically,
basically,
they're
they're
arguing
arguing
over
over
nuclear
nuclear weapons.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
A
a little
Go for
bit.
it.
A little bit.
But
But
20-year-old
oh,
movie.
yeah, 20-year-old
20-year-old movie,
movie. So yeah. Carl has to complain. I'll give you my number.
But
Did y'all know he grew up in Danville,
Unforgiven is
Danville,
always good.
Illinois? Grew up in Danville.
Well,
and
actually, a lot of actors do come from Illinois. And, whenever foreign actors are taught to speak English,
Do we like the replacement?
It's
Do we-
almost always.
As a sports people, do we like?
You know, I think we mentioned it earlier.
Who's it? What? What? one of the he was yes. I forgot he was in Wyatt Earp because Wyatt Earp was because that wasn't Tombstone because that was Val Kilmer
Val Kilmer's
and
Tombstone,
but Wyatt Earp was Kevin Costner,
correct.
which actually still was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal movie. Like, and I loved it. I like. Look, here's the thing. I like Gene Hackman. I'm sad. I'm actually sad to like learn how it happened because it sounds.
I honestly, you guys told me, I did not know.
Yeah, no, it was
Carbon
everybody.
monoxide poisoning.
That's what they're saying. Wait, that makes the most sense because I don't think it was murder suicide, but him, his wife, and his dog all found dead in the home. And I don't think it's murder. I don't think it's murder suicide. They said it was. Oh yeah, that's yes. They said it was poisoning. So which
and they're
I mean, look,
doctors weren't working.
Let's be honest. He was 95 years old. His wife was 65 years old. I don't know how old the dog was, but like, if we're saying like murder suicide, it's like come on, like really, who did it? Like you did it, Gene? You did it? Like I'm sorry, it is what it is. The la-
And then we also
the last murder suicide that I was shocked about, Phil Hart.
Bill Hartman from SNL.
Phil, you remember?
Yeah.
You remember that story? His wife did it. Look, his wife, and then what she tried to say. What did she try to? She said the gun just went off. I was like, you're holding it under his pillow. What do you mean it went off? What do you mean? No. What after the fact? But she said she initially said because they did a standoff. She was alive during when the cops came, and they were doing a negotiation with her. And she said,
"Oh, I did not know this."
"Ooh, go watch that documentary. It's on Hulu.
Wow.
Go watch that documentary on Hulu."
So it wasn't like she shot him
and then she just did it.
It was
no,
like hours later.
No. There was a whole episode.
It wasn't like one.
Go watch that documentary. Wow. It was nuts. It was nuts. Phil,
Like,
I loved Phil Hartman.
What was it? Was it like her or
no? There was really no. No, there was no reason behind it. Like she didn't describe it. She said she wasn't happy. She said she wasn't happy.
Well,
that's what said she just wasn't happy.
And then second on the Deadpool list, of course, Michelle Trachtenberg. Yeah.
Oh, Harriet the Spy. Harriet the Spy. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's not pretty. She's gorgeous.
There was two things I always remember her from. First, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right? Harriet the Spy. You don't remember? You didn't watch Harriet the Spy?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That was my like.
Vaguely.
Because you know why that was my thing is because she had that like unique notebook, like there was like a spider web. You remember that? Wait, am I the only one that remembers this black and white spider? So she and white. I don't know if you remember it, but I actually had it in my and so it was spider web, like pretty like random detailed notebook. And the only reason I bought it is because of Harriet the Spy. And I'm about to go into another tangent. You know who else is gorgeous? Look. So wait, hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm about to go on another tangent because I've been watching this TV show like for the last like week, and I've realized, oh my God, as she's gotten older, she looks better. So, have you watched The Connors? So, all right. So, The Connors is the Roseanne show without Roseanne.
Without Roseanne, yeah.
All right. So, do you know? Do you know who John Goodman's new love interest is?
No, I have no idea.
It's Peggy Bundy.
Oh, that's your favorite. You just can't let that go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, hold on. Shut up. Shut up, Nico. Wait a minute. If you
I didn't know she was in that show. Yeah, oh my God.
She's his new. You know the irony of that? Because Roseanne copied from Married with Children because they were a year after them. They copied
It was
everything.
similar. It was a similar
And
vibe.
yes. So the fact that now Peggy Bundy is his love interest
'Cause
after she's died. Who are you telling? Who are you telling? Who are you telling? Look, wait, no. If you look at Katie Seagal right now, and you look at her in that show, I'm sitting here. Hold on.
She ends up. Wait, he might consider her because
Shut up.
he's gonna be like dry. We're gonna need a whole episode about Katie Seagal.
Wait. Just right.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you realize
She's also
they're
a voice
wait.
on
And Futurama? Yes,
Futurama.
yes.
You all know that?
Shut up. Yes, I knew it. Hold on. Wait. Let me explain something to you. Look, hold on. I'm about to get mildly racist here right now, and so please bear with me. There's not a lot of white women that be. I'm look. I'm putting my. I'm a, this white woman. This white woman. She, the way she ages, bro. This is one of those rare fine wine, bro. That white woman gets better with age. The thing, and I've already talked to Courtney about this because I was like, I just need you to know if I if
she's on your
if I ever cross paths with Katie Seagal,
what's the list called? The 5
the hall pass
list.
If I ever cross paths with Katie Seagal, the things that I would do to her, like she.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, because
Before this guy goes as
I need to go find Katie Seagal.
Oh my god.
Please don't sue me, Katie Seagal. Just give me a chance. Oh my, just give me a chance, Katie Seagal. Jesus. I don't do it. Just give me a chance.
So
Close this out.
this for hosting us. It's a beautiful night here in Rock. Still plenty of people, lots of drinks available and all that.
We're still gonna be drinking. We're still gonna be drinking, right?
Sorry, what?
Are we still gonna be drinking?
I still have food here, so yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Are we gonna drink? We're gonna drink. All right. Come join us.
Elon the Professor. We're Donkey Den podcast. Look for us on social media and all that fun stuff. Thanks. We'll come around again as soon as the combine wraps around and we get draft time. And it should be a fun time for draft.
I like
top
it.
10 picks.
I'm not mad
We
at
got
it.
3 of the top 40, and a lot of money to spend on free agency. I am optimistic about that, and it should be a fun off.
Let's do it.